Listen up, New York folks, especially if you're older or have family who might need special care. New York is changing its rules for a program called Long-Term Care Medicaid. Because of the COVID-19, these changes have been delayed but are expected to start sometime in 2024. This could affect you or your family's ability to get the care you need. What is long-term care? Long-term care is help for people who are older or sick and need help with daily things like getting dressed, eating, and taking medicine. This care can happen in different places like your home, a nursing home, or a community center. Cost of care in New York care like this can be really expensive, especially in New York. We're talking up to $200,000 a year for a nursing home and around $30 an hour for home care. Most older people in America can't pay for this expensive care on their own. They usually need help from government programs like Medicaid. Another option is if they bought special insurance for long-term care when they were in their 50s or 60s. What's Medicaid? Medicaid is a health care program run by the government. Each state takes care of its own Medicaid program. It helps people who don't have a lot of money pay for medical care. This is different from Medicare, which is for everyone over 65, no matter how much money they have. Right now, Medicaid is the only way to get help paying for long-term care if you don't have private long-term care insurance or can't pay out of your own pocket. Regular health insurance usually doesn't pay for long-term care. Medicare will only help pay for up to 100 days, and you have to chip in some money too. Most older people who need care at home or in a nursing home use Medicaid to get the help they need. Seniors might use up all their saved money to pay for long-term care. Ever know someone who had to stay in a nursing home? A lot of folks think it won't happen to them. But a 2017 AARP study, shows that nearly half of men and more than half of women will need this kind of care as they get older. So planning for it should be part of getting ready for retirement. A news story told about a retired teacher who had to use all her $300,000 in savings on nursing home costs before Medicaid would help her. She also had to use almost all her Social Security money each month for the nursing home. And she's not the only one. This happens to people today too. Medicaid applicants for long-term care have to meet certain financial eligibility requirements. For nursing home care, in New York you can have up to $30,182 as of 2023 in total assets, plus a burial fund and certain exempt assets such as a car, IRA, and clothing. Any income beyond $50 per month has to go toward your care before Medicaid will pay. If you own a home and no one else lives there, its value counts as part of your money. So, you might have to use the value of your home to pay for care. If you're married and your spouse doesn't need care, they can keep up to $148,620 as of 2023, and the home. They can also have a monthly income of up to $3,715.50 as of 2023 before they have to help pay for your care. For home care, the rules are similar. You can keep up to $30,182 and your home. But be careful, Medicaid will want that money back from your estate when you pass away. You can also keep a monthly income of up to $1,697 for one person or $2,288 for a couple, as of 2023. If you make more, you can use a special kind of trust called pooled income trust to keep that extra money for other living costs. There are ways to plan ahead to keep more of your money and still get Medicaid, but you have to plan carefully. Medicaid will penalize the transfer of assets. If you try to give away your money or property to qualify for Medicaid, you'll face a timeout period where Medicaid won't help you. This is called the penalty period. Right now, this rule doesn't apply if you need home care in New York, but that's going to change soon. For nursing home care, the government will look at your financial records for the last 5 years, known as the Lookback period. They'll check everything you've done with your money. How do they figure out the penalty period? They divide the total value of what you gave away by the average monthly cost of care in your area. For example, if a lady gives her $250,000 home to her child and the average cost of nursing home care is $10,000 a month, her penalty period is 25 months. That means she won't get Medicaid help for 25 months and has to pay for her own care during that time. The earlier you move your money to family or into an irrevocable trust, the better your chances to avoid this penalty. Starting in 2024, new Medicaid look-back period rules apply for home care. This is part of New York's plan to save money in its budget. In 2020 to 2021 budget, devastating cuts to Medicaid home care services was included in an effort to reduce a $6 billion deficit. Now you'll need to show financial records for you and your spouse for the 2.5 years before you apply for Medicaid. If you gave away any money or property during this time, you'll face a penalty period where Medicaid won't cover your home care costs. This new rule will also slow things down at local agencies, as they used to only check your last month's finances. What action should families take now? If you're considering applying for Medicaid, it's crucial to act quickly. The new eligibility criteria won't affect current applications or those already receiving benefits until they are implemented in 2024. For those needing home care, it's advisable to submit Medicaid applications as soon as possible. Even if immediate home care isn't required, planning ahead is essential due to the new 30-month look-back period. Consulting with a specialized elder law attorney is highly recommended. Jiah Kim has extensive experience in helping families safeguard their assets against high long-term care costs. To assist families in making informed decisions before the new Medicaid long-term care rules take effect, Jiah Kim is currently offering a limited number of free consultations. Contact our office today to take advantage of this opportunity.